What is up, everybody? Sweet. We are live. All right. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Hopefully, y'all can hear me, actually. We are going to do breakdowns. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Check, 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 check. All right. Hey, Tori, would you mind going on my Instagram and seeing if you can hear me? All right. So, CGI this weekend in ADCC. I'm going to be there and I can't wait. Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I'll catch ADCC, see how that goes. It does work. Perfect. You guys can hear me. Awesome. All right, so yeah, let's go over it. First matchup. Over 80 kilograms. Nicky Rod versus Max Jimenez. Max had a killer match against Big Dan earlier this year. I think it's going to be a good match. I would definitely like to see some submission attempts from Max, but I think Nicky Rod's just going to put it on him. I think his speed, his tenacity, his aggressiveness is going to be a little too much. So I think the obvious pick here is going to be Nicky Rod. I think most people will agree on that pick. Sounds pretty obvious. Let's move on. This is one of the main ones that I'm excited for. Luke Rockhold versus Pat Downey. You know, it's funny. I think a lot of people were making jokes that Pat was going to go out the first round and that he doesn't stand a chance. A lot of people were sleeping on Luke Rockhold's abilities, so this is going to be fun. A lot of times you can see a lot of MMA fighters get caught up with the wrestling game, and man, that's not going to happen with Pat, right? So Luke Rockhold had a match with Nicky Rod, and essentially they just stood on the feet the whole time, and it was kind of boring. But Luke's not gonna be able to wrestle with Pat. That's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna have to see Luke do some jiu-jitsu, and that could be exciting. We can actually see this hidden jiu-jitsu talent of Luke's. I mean, obviously he's got crazy good MMA grappling, but can he out-grapple a wrestler in a jiu-jitsu match? That's going to be dope to see. So I think this is going to be one of the most exciting matches of the first round. Next, we got Lucas Cainard versus Victor Hugo. Or is it Lucas Kennard? So versus Victor Hugo. Lucas has got some great leg locks. He has a bunch of K-guard entries, but I just don't see him being able to do a great job of off-balancing Victor. And I really see Hugo being able to just literally get him right off his legs and go for back takes. I think Hugo's going to get to the back and get a finish. But I think most people are going to agree with that one. That one's not a crazy pick. I think we're going to see, good chances Hugo versus Nicky Rod in the finals. This is also going to be another good matchup. We got Yao Gabriel Rocha versus William Tackett. Now, William Tackett is extremely undersized for this division. I think that gives him an advantage, but man, Rocha's really good at using his weight. He's won a bunch of absolute tournaments in jiu-jitsu. So, he's not going to give William a whole lot of space to react. He's going to essentially try to smother him, play super heavy, and force Tackett to play a slower game. But now if Andrew or William is able to off balance him and get to the legs or get to the back, I really favor William in this one. But man, Roach is going to be super heavy, crazy strong. And with 5 minutes, Williams not going to be able to cook him. So that's where I would give Tackett the advantage here, is he can cook Rocha over the long term. But with these 1 minute breaks, the heavyweights are going to be able to recover. And so I think this is also going to be another interesting match. I'm going to take Tackett though, because man, he's got the X factor. He finds a way to win. So I'm definitely going to bet on that. So this one's also going to be a fun matchup. I mean, if you could give this Daniel Greg Kirkvliet guy a matchup, you'd want him against a smaller guy, and you'd want him against the least experienced Nogi guy. So you could say that that's Philippe Andrew, obviously world champion, savage jiu-jitsu, but is he going to be able to hold off Kirkvliet though? Man, sometimes in jiu-jitsu, you got to cook people. And in order to cook people, you need longer than 5 or 6 minutes, right? That's why these black belt matchups are 10, 15, 20 minutes, because that's how long it takes to cook somebody at a really elite conditioning. Kirkvliet is going to come in with crazy conditioning. And super strong, 5 minute rounds, 1 minute rest, $1 million on the line. I mean, yeah, in the gym all day, Philippe Andrew catches this guy with leg locks over and over and over again. But 5 minute round with a pit, favoring the person engaging, man, he could take him down over and over and over again and not really engage with the leg locks. Like, leg locks are easy to escape once you learn how to disengage. So I think this is going to be a dope matchup. This is also one of the main ones that I want to see. I want to see, can this heavyweight wrestler do it? And if you've rolled with high level heavyweight wrestlers, dude, they are so annoying. And man, they're hard to leg lock. You can get them, and if you can pin the leg, most of the time they will tap for sure. But pinning the leg is a whole thing in of itself, man. They're so mobile, and the wrestlers learn quickly that you got to spin. And when these big, fast heavyweights start spinning, it's really hard to keep control of the leg. So I mean, I don't see Philippe Andrew like triangle choking them or getting arm bars, maintaining the back for very long. It'll just be too hard when you're at that big of a size discrepancy. But obviously the leg locks are going to be his route to win. So this will be interesting to see how this one plays out. So we got Ignacio Santos versus Pedro Alex. They're both skilled, talented. Both have been active lately. I'm going to take Pedro Alex based on the size. I think, man, he's so big, and I think with the 1 minute rounds, it's going to favor him. But that will be interesting. That will be interesting to see. Moving on to the next one. Adam Bradley versus Kyle Bain. So if you don't know, this has got some drama to it. This is going to be a good rematch. They had a match at the ADCC trials, and Adam, from what I understand, it looked like he hit the deep half sweep. He was on bottom, hit a deep half sweep, used it to come up on top. Essentially, they kind of like disengaged, like Kyle disengaged from Adam, and Adam stood up, and Kyle stayed seated. So that would be points, but they didn't score it. I think Adam ended up losing that match. And so Kyle Bain ended up getting invited to or no, Kyle Bain got the win, and Adam didn't get any type of answer on that or why it was scored that way. So this is funny that this match played out this way. They were both, I mean, it was randomly drawn with the little ping pong balls, right? So it's pretty funny that these two are going against each other again. And yeah, we'll see how that score is settled. New rules, different arena, about the same time as ADCC. So yeah, this will be fun to see how this one plays out. And then we got Muhammad Ali versus Owen Livesley. Man, this is gonna be a good one. Owen Livesley has been super active recently, and so his jiu-jitsu, I feel like, is gonna be more crisp. But Muhammad's conditioning is gonna be there. He's been doing a lot of MMA. I feel like Muhammad Ali's got the size advantage as well. I'm pretty sure he's significantly taller than Owen. I'm gonna take Muhammad on this one. I'm gonna take Muhammad Ali on this one just because of the competition experience. He's already been to ADCC. He's been a lot of times when the MMA guys jump into jiu-jitsu, they're just a lot less stressed out about it. Like when you're a jiu-jitsu fighter and you're doing jiu-jitsu, you're stressed to the max on a lot of these matches. But when you do MMA and then you take a jiu-jitsu match, it's like super easy. You're like, oh, I'm not getting punched in the face. This is another day in the office for me. And so they can really open up and redline themselves. So I'm going to give the favor to Muhammad Ali on this one. Yeah, and that's our over 80 kilogram matchups. Man, I'm super stoked to see how these play out. For a whole new tournament, man, round one is going to look so sick. I mean, we're going to get to watch this giant human versus, world champion jiu-jitsu, mostly known for the gi, right? But this is going to be like the greatest example of, does jiu-jitsu beat wrestling, like traditional jiu-jitsu? Because it's not like, Philippe's not, doing a whole bunch of crazy inverted leg lock entries. Like, he's not known for no-gi specific, being a master of cross ashi and the knee knot, like all these super advanced leg lock positions. He's got a killer straight ankle and heel hook, but most of his matches are in the gi. So most of his success is from the gi. So does that translate? Is he going to be able to submit Kirk Fleet? That's going to be dope to see. I want to see how this dude does. It's going to be dope. This is going to be fun. This is going to be, both these guys have the ability to make it to the end. So we'll see how that plays out. This is going to be about, David versus Goliath style. This is going to be fun. And yeah, I think this one's going to steal the show. I think this is going to be fireworks. Luke Rockhold versus Pat Downey. I want to see if Luke Rockhold does some jiu-jitsu. Yeah. And then, Mickey Rod versus a thick boy in the beginning. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to the under 80 kilograms. Right up in the beginning, we got Tai Rotolo versus Jason Nolf. Couldn't be a worse matchup for the wrestler guy. A lot of people think that we're all sleeping on Jason Nolf and that he can scrap. And for sure he can. I wouldn't want to grapple this guy, but to go against arguably the best guy in the division, Tai Rotolo, bro, man, dude, Ty's good everywhere. Dude, his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu, his speed, his strength, his IQ, his leg locks. Dude, this dude gets a hold of your ankle, bro. It's over. And I just don't see how. I think Jason is going to be able to do some stuff, right? I think this rule set will probably favor his style, but once Cade gets a hold of a leg or an arm or a triangle, it's over. So I got Ty on that one. Now we got Cade Rotolo versus Mateus Denise. Man, I think a lot of people were sleeping on Denise. I don't think many people picked him for the top 4, which I think is interesting. Former ADCC champion, man, I heard he's just been killing it lately. So I think this is going to be a super fun matchup. I don't think this matchup has happened before, so this will be fun to see. Man, Cade, yeah, I don't know if I can bet against the Rotello. So this is a hard matchup for Denise. I really thought he was going to go far here, and I think, I mean, obviously if he beats Cade, he can, but I think Cade's got the win over this one. Gonna be a killer matchup though. Roberto Jimenez versus Levi Jones Leary. Man, this is gonna be fun. I really hope I get to see some sick barambolos from Levi Jones Leary, but going with Roberto Jimenez all day. I rolled with him not that long ago in a seminar, and bro, he killed it. He killed it. I've seen his matches. I mean, the back takes are going to be fun. Battle of the back takes, right? Roberto Jimenez is known for his back takes. Levi Jones Leary is known for his back takes. So we'll see who gets who's back on this one. But I'm going to go Roberto Jimenez. Nicky Ryan versus Andrew Tackett. But, man, both these guys train in Austin. Fight Factory versus B Team. The top 3 teams in Austin right now, right? Outside of New Wave. Bro, this is going to be fun. And then, so you got Nicky Ryan, who's been working with Dima, so they've been doing like a lot of heart rate training, conditioning, man. So are we going to see a new Nicky Ryan? I mean, if you compare like pure skill, right, Nicky Ryan's probably higher than Andrew Tackett. But Andrew's got that X factor. He has unbelievable conditioning, can seriously like redline the entire time. So I would say that it normally favors Andrew Tackett in this matchup. But if Nicky Ryan comes in hot from that Dima camp, dude, and he's conditioned and sharp, this is a sick match, dude. Oh, can't wait. Alrighty, so then we got Majid Haig versus Owen O'Flanagan. This is going to be fun, right? So this is going to be a place where Owen can really shine with the leg locks. Man, it looked like he was coming in big and strong. Looks like he's been doing a lot of lifting. He's going to be big for this division, but so is Majid, Gorilla Hands. That's his nickname. I think the rule set will favor Majid's wrestling, but man, Owen's sick with the leg locks, dude. So I'm going to have to give it to him. I mean, they got the ADCC just breaking everybody's foot. So I'm going to go with Owen on this one. But it's going to be fun. I want to see how the rule set affects these two styles. Joseph Chen versus Andy Varela. Man, they had a match, right, at main character Jiu-Jitsu. I think it was the second or third event. Yo. No. It had to have been the 4th event or something like that. But that was a great match. And can you re-strategize and approach the match differently? That'll prove it. Like if someone beats you, do they have your number? Are they going to be able to beat you easier? Or is it much harder to beat someone once they know exactly what you're going for? And then does Joseph Chen kind of do the same thing where he wins in the same manner, or does he figure something out and he's able to nullify them even better? I mean, it was a killer matchup at the last event. So, they can go to either one of these guys. Andy Varela's been just posting crazy scraps, lots of highlights. He looks like his conditioning is there. So, yeah, well, this is going to be I feel like Joseph Chen is known for being just like super technical, right? Like a technical wizard. And Andy's just like all gas, no brakes, highlight reels. So, man, the clash up of styles here is awesome. Renato Canuto versus Tommy Langaker. So, from what I understand, Tommy Langaker's got a win over Renato Canuto already. But Renato Canuto is coming off, that pretty dope PGF performance. So, he's been feeling pretty good. Man, this one is tough, dude. I don't know. I mean, Langaker's got the win, but, Renato, to bet against Renato is not bright. That dude's fire. I'm gonna go with Hinata because he's got that X factor. He really does. So I'm gonna go with Hanato Kanuto on this one. I think after the PGF, he kind of like tightened up, and I think he's got his confidence back. Lucas Barbosa versus Kenta Iwamoto. Man, this is gonna be fun. Kenta's jacked, man. He's been getting bigger. His wrestling's gotten old. Man, his wrestling's phenomenal. And he can leg lock. So if this turns into a wrestling match, but Kenta's so smart, dude. He always gets better. Always gets better. Man, I think Kenta might win this one, dude. I mean, to bet against Lucas Barbosa is crazy. He's huge for this division. But my boy Kenta, though, man, he gets better every single match. Every match, Kenta gets better. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with Kenta because I actually have had words with Kenta, and he's really nice. And, man, he is super smart. Like, every time you see him compete, he's not the same. He figures out where his weakness is, gets better at it. They said he sucked at wrestling. Dude's a killer wrestling and went toe-to-toe with JT Torres. They said his scramble, his escapes weren't that great, bro. Escaped Mika's armbar guillotine I don't know how many times in that last match. And, yeah, to have that matchup with Mika was just amazing. So, man, I really think that Kenta can get it done. So I'm going to go with Kenta Iwamoto. And, that's the CGI. Man, that is the CGI matchups. I wish I had, like, some interactive thing I could do, like, where I move people along and show you all the brackets. That would be sick. But out of who I think takes it all, I just don't see how it's not going to be the Rotolos in the end. Man, can Andrew Tackett get on fire and just, beeline his way to the finals and then just be fresh, and then maybe I think it's Cade. He's on the same side as the bracket as Cade. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up, dog. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so it's gonna be on the Craig Jonesy. Boa. We'll go here and we'll scroll down till we find us the brackets. Bam! Right, so we got Ty up here. So we'll have Ty Rotolo versus Roberto Jimenez in the second round, and Jimenez has a win over the Ty. So yeah, that one's gonna be good. So that could go either way. I probably still favor Ty in Nogi just because. And then we got. Let's say I take Kenta, right? And then we'll put. Man, the teammates might have to go against each other. And then, yeah, man. Yeah. So, but then over here, right, we have, this is going to be an interesting side of the bracket, but I do think Ty is going to be in the finals, right? And then we have Cade. Yeah, so, Cade could have two matches going into two really tough matches. And then, yeah, man, Andrew Tackett could get on fire, get there early. And then it'd be Cade and Andrew Tackett in the semifinals. And then it could be Andrew Tackett and Ty in the finals. It could happen. I wonder what the betting odds are on Shuffle. And then, okay, so now we go down to the above 80 kilogram. We have Nicky Rod, right? So he moves on to the next one, and then he'll go against Owen Lizer, Muhammad Ali, which he's gone against both of them. So yeah, I see him going to the finals, right? Or straight to the semis. And then we go, let's say we give it to Adam Bradley on this one, and then Luke Rockhold on this one, and then Luke Rockhold over. It could go either way, honestly. Adam Bradley versus Luke Rockhold would be fun. But yes, yeah. I mean, it could be Nicky Rod versus Luke Rockhold again. That would be fun. So then on the other side of the bracket, we'll get Victor Hugo in the quarterfinals We get Pedro Alex. I still think Victor Hugo takes that, right? And then Kirk Bleet, and then Tackett. That will be fun, man. Kirk Bleet versus William Tackett. That would be sick. Jiu-jitsu versus wrestling, man. Just to see how that turns out would be fun. Yeah, and then I still say that Tackett gets up here against Victor Hugo. Man, I think Victor Hugo's going to be too heavy. But Tackett gets in there and finishes some people fast and goes against them fresh, he could be a problem. But I think the two most likely are going to be Victor Hugo and Nicky Rod in the finals. And if man, it's so funny. Yeah, I think the Tackets on both sides are like that third place. Like, man, if they make the right moves, they get some fast submissions. A couple other people get some drawn out matches, and they're not, at the best of their ability coming into the semifinals. Dude, the Tackets could sneak their way into the finals, boy, and then it's anybody's. Yo, what if that'd be? I mean, they have the only chance to bring home $2 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. They both stand a chance to win, which is wild, man. Anyways, I got to get to jiu-jitsu class. I got to teach tonight, and I got a freaking hour-long drive. So I got to get out of here. Man, if you tuned in, I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to be there in Vegas. If you're going to be there, say what's up. I'm going to try to just chill, spend an arm and a leg to get down there. So I'm going to try to relax. But if I see some content opportunities, I'll be out there. But, man, yeah, if you guys are out there, please say hi. And thank y'all for tuning in.